trafficking. What they say, don't take the girl. I don't like it like that. I like it like that. Might as well do that, right? Yeah, there we go. Bam. What it don't do, y'all. This is Shut Up and Talk the podcast, man. We are live at a park, man, with my babies. Where the babies at? Let's say hi to the babies. Let's see. Let's see. Better learn, girl. Oh well.
Can't say
All right, y'all. We're gonna call this one Don't Take the Girl, okay? Uh we were having a conversation and it started off hilariously enough, but we'll get in that in a minute. What are we talking about? We say don't take the girl. Oh, yeah. So what are we talking about? First of all, we know trafficking is huge right now. It's ridiculous. Everywhere you go, we're hearing a lot more about like these women being targeted where like they're leaving things on their windowsill, and then when they get in the car, they're kind of watching them, and then they come basically bum rush them, they're kidnapping them. Of course, we're hearing about stuff happening in different countries like Mexico and things of that nature. We're hearing about a lot of trafficking. So me and Babe, hey Babe, was having a conversation. And Babe said something that I thought was hilarious, but it made a lot of sense. So, Babe, real quick, was talking about, okay, if you ever being kidnapped, Babe, let them know. Oh, before we get there, real quick, shout out to the Albuquerque Bulldog, Lady Bulldogs, okay? Y'all know what it is. Shout out to, of course, our daughter, Layla, Bunny, number 14. They made it all the way to the pit, man. Did their damn thing. Won on Tuesday. Came a little short today, man. Didn't win against Hobbs, but they played. They behind off, man. All of them. Everybody did an amazing job. Really, really proud of them and everything they did, man. Gotta salute Coach T, all the coaches over there, everybody helped them, all the parents, everybody supported, but more importantly, all the players, man. Every Lady Bulldog did their dang thing.
New Mexico reffing 0 out of 10.
Yeah, New Mexico reffing, y'all suck. Y'all know what y'all did wrong, but we ain't even gonna go there.
And we need a shot clock.
That part. We're gonna focus on the positive though. Okay, so what are we talking about? Back to trafficking, back to kidnapping. Okay, so babe, I want you to start by telling everybody what you said that you was always told, or what you'd always do if you ever got kidnapped.
They have to carry me because I'm not helping. Drop to the floor. You're gonna have to pick my whole body up, dead weight. I'm not making this easy for you. You're gonna have to work for me.
So, and I like that. First of all, look, all jokes aside, even though that's just hilarious, y'all. The funny part is she done did that a couple times just for no reason, okay? Just fall to the floor, and I got to pick her up, okay? Just dead weight, all right? But I digress. As far as ladies, young girls, if you're ever being kidnapped, someone ever literally physically tries to grab you and they're trying to take you against your will, dead weight, fall to the ground. Don't help them. Don't make it easy. Don't
fight to the death.
Don't stay on your feet. I fall, go limp, especially if you a little extra blessed, okay? What I mean by that, you got a little extra calories in there. Use all them calories to your advantage. Don't make it easier. Don't stay on your feet. Don't walk, drop down, say, hey, y'all gonna have to drag me literally if you want me to go. 9 times out of 10, especially if it's in public in the middle of the day and you're screaming, yelling, and you're dead weight, they're not gonna go through all the struggle trying to pick you up. They're gonna drop you, let you go, and they're gonna run out of sight because they ain't trying to get arrested.
Fun fact, my dad used to be a corrections officer and work with all of these people that did those things. And they like easy targets. They like women that aren't going to fight back. They don't want to work, so to speak. Obviously, that's why they're kidnapping and doing things to women, because they don't want to wine and dine you. But
wait, you saying just regular dudes are just kidnapping women because they don't want to take them on a date? Dang. What up, man? Say shout out to everybody. Say hello.
What's up? My name is Royal.
Represent. All right, look. Hey, fellas, if you are literally kidnapping chicks, you don't want to take them out on dinner and a movie, y'all got bigger problems, okay? But all jokes aside, I want to
clean my yard. You need some money to
look, come pick up this dog crap, all right? We give you a couple dollars. Let you get her out to Applebee's, 2 for $20, whatever you need. But no, look, all jokes aside, man, I want to be very clear. We're not laughing at the idea of kidnapping or trafficking women or anything of that such. However, at the end of the day, sadly, a lot of these dudes are pathetic, man. That goes back to the, other side of a conversation is nowadays, most of these dudes don't want to take women on dates.
No.
Now, let's be very clear, okay? Ladies, this is where your worth comes into play, okay? I seen it. We talked about it last year. Y'all had a whole list of things. You better not take me here on the first date. And all y'all women added to that list. A lot of y'all women agreed. Said there's certain places no man better take you. If they do, you were done with them. That's crazy. First of all, and it's just my opinion, the idea of putting any type of limits or any type of conditions on a man that says he likes you enough where he wants to take you out, and you think you have the right to put a limit and say, this is what you better take me, this is what you better spend. To me, first of all, fellas, that's Mayday. Red flags all throughout the day, okay? However, as a man, I get it. As a man, there's certain things I would say, but it also has a lot to do with how I look at her and her work. Okay, if I don't think she's worth a lot, or I have my goals are not to have a long-term relationship with her, then ain't none of the above. You'd be lucky if you get a hot pocket. Okay, let's be raw. They ain't sound like somebody being kidnapped right there, but they ain't.
She's
That's
in her dead weight though.
look, that's a little girl mad because she got to leave the park. All right. By the way, we are at the park with our kids. I don't want y'all to think we just came here to shoot a podcast episode. We're just two grown ass people in the park chilling. All right. Where my baby's at? My baby's over there. Look at my big baby right there. Look, cutthroat. Look, Lord Jesus, help him out. Anyways, ladies, here's the thing. Yes, you should know your worth. Yes, you have to have standards. At the same time, your standards should not be anything that has to do with monetary value. Me personally, here's my thing. First of all, don't ask for anything you can't afford yourself. Oh, look, I thought she had something
No,
to
I
say.
do have something to say.
Look, go ahead, get it off, babe.
No, if Albuquerque women were putting anything on that list, stop, because too many women in Albuquerque have really good jobs, and men with no jobs live with you and drive your car and drop you off at work.
Well, look, I talked about it a lot. Let's be honest, man. Out here, ladies, some of y'all, I'm not gonna say all of y'all, but a lot of women in Albuquerque, you like a disabled man. Now, I'm not talking about disabled with any type of physical limitations. I'm talking about you like a man that needs you. I've met a lot of women, as long as I've been in this city, 18, almost 19 years, there's been a lot of women that they look for the man that has nothing, whether he trying to become a rapper, whether, he waited for his big break. Maybe he think he a professional gambler, but only got $20 to put in the slot machine. However, a lot of women, a lot of y'all, I'm gonna say it, nurses and CNAs and kind of work in that medical field, y'all like grabbing the little understudy dudes that need you. Because I think a lot of times it has to do with your own insecurities. You think, well, if he needs me, if he has to drive my car because he doesn't have his own, if he doesn't have anywhere to live, then he won't leave me. And then you accept the fact that basically he sits at home, might cook every once in a while, plays a little PlayStation all day, and then pipe you down when the time is right. Ladies, that's setting up for failure. Again, you're showing your worth. You're showing you don't deserve better, you don't deserve more. Here's my thing. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with a woman holding a man down, just like there's nothing wrong with a man holding a woman down. However, as adults,
for a week. There ain't nothing wrong with you doing it for a week.
No long-term, fellas. Don't make it a lifestyle. Here's the thing. As a man and woman, as adults, you should be growing and trying to make your own. Your own job, your own house, your own car, your own everything. Then eventually, when you're ready, when the time is right, you'll meet a woman or man, and then y'all come together and y'all mesh that your own with his own, and now you have your own, okay? Y'all own, if you will.
I'm a firm believer in women should not be working, first of all, because no, I'm not.
I hear you.
I'm a firm, because we're supposed to be taking care of our household. We're supposed to be raising our children. We're supposed to be cooking our meals. We're supposed to be taking care of our family. So men are supposed to be taking care of the bills and all of that. Not to say we can't work, because my dream is to be a stay-at-home mom, but realistically, I like having money to spend and not having to ask for it or whatever. So I'm going to have a job either way. But I want to be available for my kids to be picked up from school, taken to school, making lunches, have dinner at a reasonable time, being able to be available for my children and for my husband. And that is our goal.
Hey, when she says a reasonable time, y'all, this somebody know. She's talking like 6, maybe 7 at the latest, okay? When I met my babe, look, okay, I was used to have dinner at 8, 9 o'clock, sometimes even 9:30, 10. To me, that was...
when he says having dinner, that's what time he starts cooking.
Facts. Like there was no rush. I never thought about having it at 6 or 7. To me, that was too early, but I also was a night owl. I was leaving 11, 12 o'clock when you get back in the house to 2 and 3. So to me, hey, you having a meal at like 10, 11, that's normal. However, now I've grown up, I've matured. I got a helpmate.
Kids have to be in bed by the time he wants to start cooking.
That part. So now I try to cook at a reasonable hour. The thing is this, I will say this, the way I was raised and brought up, I am a true believer that the man should be the breadwinner. Again, not saying a woman can't be, but a man should definitely be doing his thing. Now, if he falls on hard times, if he's in between jobs, things of that nature, I get it. It happens. But fellas, women, you should look for a man that has a backbone, that wants to be a man in the relationship. I got to be very clear too. Let's be honest. I'm raised in biblical principles. Okay, I was raised in the church. Okay, so I'm used to what they say a man, the head of a household. Head of the household, not just because you're a man, but because you're literally the head of the household. You're literally running the house. You're literally taking care of the house. That's the other thing, fellas. Everybody want to be the head of the household, but y'all don't want to take care of the household. You don't want to take care of the house. Hell, you don't even want to buy the house, right? You just want to let the lady pay for everything, do everything, but you want to say, hey, I'm the head of the household. I'm the man of this house.
You can't even file taxes under head of household, dude.
The reality is this, man.
As a dependent.
Ladies and gents, we got to change our way of thinking and what we're accepting. Because if you're accepting a man that has nothing and ain't trying to get nothing, you're going to end up with nothing, okay? The other thing, the bad part about that is when he's ready to leave, he don't got to worry about leaving nothing because he didn't start with nothing. He brought nothing to the table. What up, dude?
He's definitely gonna leave with more than what he came with.
That part. If he ain't got nothing but a duffel bag and a PlayStation, when he ready to get up or go to the next woman's house, because you done started tripping, now you demanding him to do more. All right, now we go to the next chick. All I gotta do is grab his PlayStation, his duffel bag, his charger, because you know fellas hate leaving their charger, and he on to the next. Y'all gotta do better, all right? Ladies, you
take the port, okay?
Boy, you stupid.
You paid for it.
Hey, when you talk about setting conditions, it's not about setting conditions like talking about what restaurant he takes you. That's stupid. You need to set conditions for your lifestyle. You need to set conditions like I need a man that has goals. I need a man that has initiative. I need a man that has a job, a man that wants more in life. Hell, ladies, it's okay for you to help him get what he wants, but he should want it, all right? You don't want a man that don't want nothing. The man that's content with just having a duffel bag and a PlayStation chilling on your couch. That's crazy, especially in 2026. But a lot of you women, you accept it, you take it, you allow it, and that's why they keep doing it. Hey, you got anything else you want to say?
Know your worth and be the queen. My daughter taught me that. Be a queen.
Hey, when they talk about knowing your worth, ladies, it's not crazy expectation. Your worth is knowing, one, what you bring to the table, what you desire at the table, and what you're willing to do to make that table great. Same thing with fellas.
Set realistic things like where y'all go on a first date for dinner it's not make or break. First of all, it's how they talk to you, how they treat you, what they want to know about you, and don't give them your bank account number.
Come on now. Hey, some of you ladies want shrimp and steak, and you allergic. You can't even eat shrimp. What you doing with your life? Hey, baby. There go my little princess, my queen. That's the thing for me. It's not just about what I demand, ladies and gents. I got children. So for me to go in any relationship and allow certain things that undermine, for me to treat my woman wrong, that means I'm showing my daughters that's what it's. So I got 3 daughters, y'all. I'm showing 18, 15, and you just see my 7-year-old. That means I'm showing them it's okay for a man to treat you like this. Hell no. I got high principles and a lot of guns that I will use if any little boy come around here being stupid.
Have high standards. So if y'all got sons that are trying to hit up our daughters, and I know they're pretty, so don't even try that. They have high standards. My daughter has ghosted so many people because of things that they ask her or say.
Look, our daughters get flowers, they get jewelry, they go on dates. We take them on dates. They know they don't have to want for nothing. All they gotta do is ask mom and dad and continue to do great in school, in sports, do what they supposed to do, and they're gonna be good.
They don't gotta put up with no BS. You keep showing them. I'm not the free.
No, look, I can't see you. But bottom line is this, ladies, you got to demand it. In the same breath, moms and dads, you got to teach your children this is what it looks like. This is what a man should treat you. If a man says he loves you, this is how he should be treating you. If a woman says she loves you, this is how she should be treating you. And fellas, especially fathers, you got to teach your sons, this is how you treat someone you call a queen. Yeah. This is how you treat somebody you want to be in your house. You want to call your own. You want to eventually marry. And it goes back to what I said last week, y'all. And I know a lot of y'all didn't like it, but some of y'all loved it. At the end of the day, if you're dating with no intent of going further, and again, I'm not saying everybody got to get married. Yeah, I'm biased because I'm getting married. So now naturally I do speak about marriage a lot more. Yeah, I got focused and it took me 44, well, I ain't gonna say 44 years. I'll say maybe, let's say 25, all right, to get focused, but I'm here, all right, and it ain't never too late, all right? However, fellas, don't wait till you 50, still in the club trying to get to youngsters, all right? When I say youngsters, I mean 25, all that, but I'm not saying no little kids, but at the same time, it is sad. I refuse to be that dude in the club still trying to find somebody at 50, all right? Now, if I'm in the club at 50, it's because I own that bad boy, or I'm coming because I'm throwing some type of event promoting, or hell, doing some radio podcast type thing. Because, yes, I still plan to be talking ish in my 50s. I ain't changing it up, all right? But in the meantime, man, the inspiration to go, what I want all y'all to take from this is, yes, ladies and gents, know your worth. But make sure you are working towards your worth daily. Before you get to somebody else and tell them what your worth is, make sure you've done your part to be worthy of your worth. Hey, man, I can only lead you to water. I can't make you drink it. I am LB Johnson.
Nettie.
Hey, this been Shut Up and Talk the podcast, man. We live at the park. They're going to make sure my kids is good, all right?
He's showing you a bunch of nuts.
Look, I don't even see them. They gone, y'all. Lord Jesus, we done lost our kids. Lord Jesus. Jesus, take that wheel.
We talk about kidnapping. We can't find her.
I'll get out of here. here. How did I turn it off?
Like that one grip.
Look, that's what I feel like.